This is a quick demo on how to get started in UTLearn, the university's employee training management system. We're going to show you 3 ways to search for training and show you how to sign up for the course once you find it. Once you log in with your UT EID and password, you'll be directed to the welcome screen. You'll see Browse for Training on the right-hand side of your screen, and this shows different subjects or categories that you can look through to find the course you're interested in. So let's say we want to sign up for a course on Microsoft Word. A good place to look for a course like that might be under Technical Skills, so let's click on that. This brings up a list of several classes, and we can see that one of them is an in-person course called Microsoft Word Basics. Now how do I know it's in person? Because of this calendar icon right here. If the course were an online course, we would see an icon of a computer screen instead, but we'll look at those a little closer later. So if we click on the title of this course, it brings us to the Training Details page where we can learn more about the course. We can also see that there are 2 sessions available for me to choose from, a morning session on April 19th and an afternoon session also on April 19th. The morning session works better for me, so I'm going to request that one. Some courses or sessions require approval for you to register for them, so that's why this button says Request instead of Register. So I'm going to click on Request, which then takes me to my transcript page. You can see that my status is now registered, which means this session was set up so I didn't need my supervisor's approval. I'm automatically enrolled. And when I go back to the welcome screen, which by the way you have to click on Home then Welcome, I can also see the course I registered for here. If I want to see details about the course, I just click on Your Transcript. And from here, I can see that the session I registered for starts on April 19. I can click on View Training Details to see more information about the session, like where it's going to be held, who the contact person is, and more. Another way you can find courses is to click on Learning and then click on Browse for Training. And that will bring you to the course catalog, where all of the different courses are listed. Here you can see that there are both in-person events, which are sometimes called instructor-led training, and there are some online courses. So here's the computer screen we talked about before. Now these courses show up in alphabetical order. You can use the column on the left side to narrow down your results. So for example, you can limit the results by the subject like we did before, or you can click on the type of training you want, whether it's online or instructor-led. Or you can even search for training within a certain date range or location. The last and probably easiest way to search for training is to use the search box in the top right corner. In this box you can search for keywords or a title, and for some courses you can even search by the old text class number. I know, for example, that a class on the university's procurement card used to be in text class as DE 620. If I type 620 in the field, I can see the online ProCard module shows up. But let's say I don't know the old course number. Let's say that I want to find a class and I'm pretty sure the class was called Ethical Decision Making, but I'm not exactly sure. I can also use this search box to start typing the name of my class. And as I do, you can see that it starts showing me search results. Now, I want to point out that spelling matters. So if you can't find a course that you know should be in the catalog, double check your spelling. I'm going to click on Ethical Decision Making, and again I see that there are a couple of sessions to choose from. If one of these sessions works for me, I can click on Request to put it on my transcript like I did before. But if none of these sessions works for me right now, but I want to remember to go back and sign up for the class at a later date, I can click on the Event Request button here. This button puts the event on my transcript, but it doesn't actually enroll me in a particular session. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And when I click on this request button, I'm again taken back to my transcript, and I can see the Ethical Decision Making event is there. You'll also notice that the status says Approved rather than Registered, because I haven't actually signed up for a session yet. So when I'm ready, I can click on Select Session and request whichever session works for my schedule. And when I do, it shows up on my transcript and the status has changed from approved to registered. If I need to remove myself from the class, then I can click on this arrow next to View Training Details and it will show me Withdrawal as an option. If I click on Withdrawal, I need to fill out a reason for why I'm removing myself from the class. So let's say after I signed up for the class, I got another meeting scheduled at the same time. So I just come in here and I choose reschedule due to conflict, and I can add comments in the box below if I want, and then I click on submit. And that will take me back to my transcript where I can see that my status has changed from registered to withdrawn. The event will stay on my transcript just in case I want to sign up for the class again in the future. If I don't want it on my transcript, I can click on the title to get to the training details, then click on this button to move to archived transcript. So, that should give you a good introduction to looking for and signing up for training in UTLearn. If you have questions, please refer to the UTLearn Help and Hints button on the toolbar, and if you have technical issues, please call the ITS Help Desk at 512-475-9400. Thanks for watching.